The natural world needs to have a proper voice.
You're listening to Troubled Waters, Episode 3. In this episode, we end our journey in the UK at the River Ouse, which was recently made the first river in the country to have its rights recognised by an authority.
I feel a great care for the river.
Emma Montlake is an environmental lawyer working for the environmental law firm. She is part of a group called Love Our Ouse, who created a charter for the rights of the river. She was there in the council chamber when the motion was delivered.
We knew the Tories were going to vote against it. Well, we didn't know. We knew the Tories had been told to vote against it.
But Emma said that as the motion was delivered, she felt a shift in the room.
The first person to speak after Matthew had delivered the motion was a Tory councillor. She said, "Well, this may come as some surprise, but I am a woman of the earth and I am going to vote for this motion." And we all went, "Ah!" And that was it. It was an absolute kind of breakthrough moment.
It's incredible. Human love for nature traversed political ideologies that day.
People, I think, really do care deeply about the environment. That is the norm rather than something that's strange.
The rights of rivers is a worldwide movement. The Wanganui River in New Zealand was granted legal rights in 2017, and numerous others have followed suit.
The Earth Law Centre, an American organisation, developed the Universal Declaration of Rights of Rivers.
The Rights Charter for the River Ouse mirrors some of these rights, such as the right to flow, the right to its own natural biodiversity, and the right to not be polluted.
Well, we do have environmental law protections, of course, but a lot of those are about mitigating harm, how much you can pollute, how much emissions you can make, how much shit you can pour into the river. But rights for nature is different. Rights of rivers is different. It sits alongside our current legislation.
The fact that the rights of river approach is being taken on in the UK, it gives me great hope.
But we do need to be wary about our approach to creating a guardianship body for the rivers.
I think the model that should apply to the UK should be a guardianship body, I agree, because you have to have someone representing it in planning meetings and so forth. But you also have to have the ability that anyone can represent that river.
Mika's been involved in making some of these charters.
A lot of these charters were being built from the ground up. They're great. They've been built fundamentally by lawyers, but they lack, in many cases, a strong ecological thinking.
In Ecuador, the rights of nature is a generic law, whereas in the UK, because there is government resistance, people are making charters for rivers on a case-by-case basis.
I find it more difficult. If it's done river by river, we're going to have to do it for a whole lot of rivers rather than a generic thing.
Mika has a river that is special to him.
The River Ada in East Sussex.
And for me and many others, like Katherine, that would have to be the River Dart.
It's a community, but there's one man who lives near the River Dart, and for the last year he's been going down every morning and he chalks up the temperature, and then he's put up a little blackboard next to the river on the fence, so we can always tell what temperature it is thanks to his dedication to the cause.
That level of commitment is amazing. Something I spoke to Erica about was the importance of taking responsibility for our local rivers.
We can be vigilant at noticing environmental changes in our local communities. We often feel a sense of hopelessness, like, it's not my place, there's nothing I can do, and I think that's so wrong. I think there's a lot that we can do as individuals.
Ultimately, the future of our rivers lies in the future generations.
If I was a young person, I I don't know what I'd be thinking right now.
My first suggestion would be find out about what's happening.
Mika's core piece of advice was to do something. Hope not being passive, but an action.
You have to start doing stuff to feel hope. I think a lot of people who are concerned, their circle of influence is much smaller than the area of concern. If we make our circle of influence and circle of concern the same and try and just increase them a little bit each day, that way you also don't get affected. You can be as effective as you can within what you do.
Things can be so overwhelming. There's something about doing something.
And there are many different ways of doing something, whether it be engaging in politics, science, creating artwork or writing a song, whatever direction you'd like to take.
If you're interested in rights of nature, join something like the Global Alliance for Rights of Nature youth movement. There are people doing incredible things that you can support and join and be inspired by and inspire as well at the same time.
There are often lots of volunteering opportunities with wildlife trusts or with local rivers groups.
Or you can just
Get in that river.
As Katherine would say, she has a couple of wild swimming tips for anyone who's just starting out.
First of all, don't start in January. Go gradually from the summer into the autumn and then keep going. And the other advice is not to stay in too long. Just follow your own instinct.
Emma walks along the Ouse most days. We went for a walk along it together when we recorded this interview. It is home to some incredible wildlife, which Emma was telling me about.
We have the sea trout. They are the biggest sea trout in the country.
Some people call it the tiger of Sussex.
It's extremely predatory and is as rare as the tiger.
Lewes also used to be a hotspot for rose chafer beetles.
An extraordinarily beautiful iridescent green beetle.
When she moved to Lewes, Emma quickly became a spotter of these beetles.
That first year I saw 50. Last year I didn't see a single beetle. And that is the measure of the loss that is all around us.
If you could ask the river something, or if you could say something to the river, what would it be?
When did we stop caring? I mean, I can't even feel like I could ask for forgiveness. It just doesn't feel forgivable, actually. But I would say sorry. I would say I'm very sorry.
I'm sorry too. For everything that humans have done. You have polluted me. But you have also polluted yourselves. You have stopped caring, gradually, for a long, long time, and instead started caring about money, productivity, and a world that rewards greed. But Katherine, Mika, Erica, Aphelion, Emma, you have shown me that there are people who want to help me. You have given me hope.
You've been listening to the Ooze episode on Troubled Waters, and I'm Nonny Corbett. This podcast is produced with the support of Sussex University School of Media, Arts and Humanities, with special thanks to Martin Spinelli. Thank you, Katherine Griggs, Mika Peck, Erica Boston, Aphelion Elvidge, and Emma Montlake. Thank you to Ada Strange for voicing the river. And thank you to Gabriella Francis. And thank you, Sounds of Dusk. for the song River.